today is the day. Today is the day that I fix the quarter panels on my Supra because they're both cracked, both the driver and the passenger. I know, and I have actually barely any experience welding. The only kinds of welds I've ever done before were TIG and MIG welding, and I still need a lot of practice. But in this case, since we are welding plastic, it's actually technically called a cold weld. And I have a kit that comes with everything that I'm gonna need to make this possible. And hey, if it works out, then that means I technically save myself about $2,000 for buying brand new ones off of Facebook Marketplace, because Toyota does not sell these quarter panels anymore. So it's not something that I can necessarily get brand new anyways. And yeah, I mean, that's crazy price. So let's get started and let's see how it works out. So the cool thing about this kit, like I said, it does come with everything that I'm gonna need. This is how the little hot iron looks like. It's shaped into a triangle. I'm assuming that this is how I'm gonna have to fix this. It's gonna be through the inside, not so much through the outside, but you know, I'm just gonna like go with the flow on this one. Now, another thing that this kit does come with is this little iron brush. And then we do have some plastic filler. Is it the same kind of plastic? I'm not really too sure, but is it gonna matter? I don't think so, as long as it works and it just bonds that together. We do see some mesh here that I think just is used to kind of like take the shape and just kind of keep it all together. And then we have this cute little bracket for this. Look at that. Nice. It has its own little holder, so that way this doesn't touch anything and doesn't burn anything in the process. And then we have some instructions. So I'm going to read the instructions. I did watch a couple videos to see how this is going to work. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. This is super hot. I've left it on for like about 15 minutes. Look at that green light. So it's an indication that this is on and running. But I mean, once you go around it with your hand, you could just feel all the heat emanating from this. So I got to be extra careful. I'll show you guys the step by step. Okay, so I'm gonna just start working this through on the inside like this. This is because I'm gonna have to like hold it this way and then get it to like bend in. So I'm gonna try to be very careful. With the one hand power. Okay. Let's see if it gets into that. Oh, okay. Remember guys, I'm just kind of like freelancing it here, so I'm gonna be very patient with this. I'm gonna do it like that. There we go. Gotta be very careful with my thumb. I don't want to burn it. I think that actually came out not that bad. It is bonded fully. I just have to probably go through the inside of this little tab, because this too is a tab, and then kind of like work my way through the inside. I'm gonna check the outside right now, but it looks pretty good. And then I gotta patch up this crack right here as well. Okay, so it has cooled down. I was just adding like a little bit of pressure on this part here, so then that way the tab has a little bit more direction for it to close. But like when I let it go, or like when I just let it sit, we see that this is how it looks like. So actually that's not bad at all. I'm still gonna work it through the outside right here just to kind of like fill this in. Still bent through, okay. Okay. So I got them in, and I'm gonna get some more like on the bottom of this, and then kind of just like melt it smoothly out, and then add a little piece of that filling.
Mira?
No, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
It's like you're burning it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this before?
No.
Of course. You haven't seen much yet, but this is actually how people weld plastic back together. And right now what I'm working on is this tab. So like this little tab right here, this was, like I said, it was all cracked like here in the middle. It was cracked this way, and then I had to crack it like this. So now I'm like fixing the tab so it doesn't open up anymore.
Oh, okay.
Looks interesting, huh?
Yeah. Smells bad though.
Yeah, it does. I'm like holding my breath while I'm doing this because I don't want to bring out my mask. I probably should though.
It's straight so far.
It does.
A little more.
I just need to put a piece like right here on the side. So this is how they do it. So they'll grab like the plastic filling, and then they just like melt it into the piece, which is funny. You know who does this too? Jewelers. They do it with like metal that's like really hot to make like little links, or
Obviously.
just make pieces of whatever they have to fix.
It's not like people find them in rocks already formed.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting. It stinks though. It does.
Smell it from tree.
Are you almost done with your homework?
Almost, yeah.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
I'll make food right now. Guess what I'm making?
I just forgot the name. It's alright, but I know you're making pasta.
I know, I'm making pasta.
I forgot what it's called.
Carbonara.
Yeah.
Carbonara, chicken and shrimp.
Yeah. Sounds yummy.
I know. I'm
But of
hungry
course,
too.
my fat ass always says yummy to everything.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
El gordito strikes again.
Hi, yo.
I went over the plastic one more time because there was still a very noticeable hairline crack. And this is the type of material that you just have to like let dry out completely, because if not, you just cannot tell. And then obviously I was working on this last night, so it wasn't very too visible. But now this morning when I woke up and I started working on this, it was very visible. So I went at it again. Now I'm letting it dry out. But while I'm letting that one dry out, I'm gonna start working on the driver's side. And it does have a very similar crack. So it literally almost looks the same as the one on the passenger side. Look at that. So literally on the corner. And this is the part that goes into the trunk. So yeah, it's very visible. And there's another crack right here. There's also a couple tabs that are broken on it. So I'm gonna repair the tabs. First things first though, I gotta clean this up because it's very dirty. And then I can get started with the welding. Okay, I'm gonna start with this part first. What I'm doing now that's a little bit different to how I started repairing the other side. I'm gonna actually make the indent and the crack a lot bigger by melting the plastic through. So see how it kind of helped a little bit? I realized that maybe this was the method I should have used first on the other side, but of course, no experience, so I'm just kind of figuring it all out. So now I'm gonna indent this side. It looks good. Now I'm gonna work on this tab here, and then there's gonna be this tab here. The plastic is sturdy, so the initial phase of this process is complete, guys. All of the cracks are completely repaired, but they're just not smoothed out. So I'm getting my Dremel ready, and I'm getting my 180 grit sand polishing bit as well, so I can see if that's gonna work, because if it does not, then I'm probably gonna have to stop by the auto parts store and get me something that I can use on plastic. But hopefully this works. I mean, I've used it to like de-rust other little small parts in the Supra, so if it works, it works, and if not, we're gonna go to the store. So let's give that a try. So this is all that I have left of the dish that I made earlier this week, which is my version of chile colorado cuando no tienes chile pasilla. So I just used chipotle, and that's what I used for the sauce. It looks pretty good though. It was actually really good, but this, for being like leftover, still looks good. I had to put some water, of course, to rehydrate the sauce. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I found some sandpaper, and now I'm gonna go over it to see if I can get rid of those tiny little holes. Hopefully this helps, because the bit on my Dremel, it's working okay, but I think something more gritty like this would actually work a lot better for this. But let's try it out. Oh yeah, this works so much better. Okay, here. Nice and clean, and I got this. So this is the primer that should be used for plastic panels like this, and it's called Adhesion Promoter. So I got it clear, and this is going to be the first step into getting this nicely matte black once again. Yeah, like I sanded that part down just a little bit more, but yeah, I don't want to keep picking at it, because the more I picked at it yesterday, then it just cracked apart again, and you know, one can only sand so thinly before it starts showing, but it's pretty sturdy. Checked it, double checked it, triple checked it. So this is how it's drying out now. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's straight Pontiac day, guys. Pontiac 1, Pontiac 2, and then Supra. Not part of the American Muscle family, but it's okay. He stands on his own terms. Look at him, beautiful. Okay, so this is how it's coming out, and I went over it a couple times. It's been about a couple hours, so I'm just gonna let it sit out. But I could already tell that the color is gonna come out really nice, unlike the other panel, which actually, let me show you the other panel, because yeah, this is just the right way to do it. I really thought the clear adhesion promoter was gonna work for me, and unfortunately it just didn't really work that well. but like we could see here, there was like these tough scratches that I didn't really want to like file it too well, so I just fine. It's not going to be perfect, but as long as it doesn't have like this huge crack on the side, and it can, you know, close properly, and it'll still look pretty complete on the inside of the Supra. That is my main goal. Getting a little harder to paint. All this wind is coming out of nowhere, so it's coming out so good, by the way, though, guys. So good. So dun, 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 dun. This is the end product. Now I ran out of spray paint, so I still have to do a couple more swatches on this one right over here. But this is the one that I mainly was focusing on, and I wanted you guys to see the detail in the sun. So there's still a couple little scratches here and there, which, you know, I didn't want to go too rough with my Dremel. But as far as the evenness goes, and I mean the crack itself, like, it's gone. So I'm really glad. I'm very happy with the results. This is actually something that I'm super proud of, and maybe hopefully one day you guys will be able to see the interior of the Supra in person as well. But yeah, it actually came out really good. So now that I know that this method works for me, I'm probably gonna work on the rest of the panels, because probably like 2 years ago, I had worked on one of the panels in the trunk and it came out okay. Like, let me show you guys. This is what happens over time when you don't do any prep work to these plastic panels. And if you just decide to like paint it, just because it looks a little uneven, this is how it ends up turning out. So this is what happened to the main trunk panel. And yeah, that's definitely something that I gotta redo. And you know, I brought out all my weather strips just to kind of like go over everything. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. And I'm really excited because at least I got these done. This is gonna conclude today's vlog. Make sure you guys leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.